Equations and units, practice number 8. Okay, here's the pattern. Extract, can't see the yellow very well. Choose a formula. Check the units and convert. Substitute in the numbers of the formula. Solve it. Round it to decimal places, significant figures. Add in the correct units. Okay, so an elephant foot exerts a pressure of 600, so we've got pressure equals 600 pascals when it stands on the ground. Surface area, so area equals 2.5 meters squared. Calculate the force. Okay, so we've got this time, we've got pressure equals force divided by area. So our pressure, area and force, calculating the force, but we've got to do, remember an elephant has 4 feet, so if it's got 4 feet, it's 2.5 is 1 foot, multiplied by 4 equals 10 meters squared. So the pressure is 600 equals the force, we don't know, divided by area, which is 10. So because it's divide on this side, it becomes times on the other, so it's 600 times 10 equals 6,000 newtons. A car is travelling at 10 meters per second, so speed equals 10 meters per second. For distance is 4,000 meters. Okay. Calculate the time taken. So we want time. So distance in meters equals speed in meters per second times time in seconds. Right, so let's substitute in. All the numbers look pretty good. Speed, so distance is 4,000. Speed is 10 multiplied by time, which we don't know. So because it is times on this side, it becomes divide on the other. So 4,000 divided by 10 equals time. So time equals 4,000 divided by 10 is 400 seconds. Calculate the final speed of a speedboat when it accelerates at a rate of 2 meters per second in 5 seconds. Its starting speed is 23 meters per second. Right, so we've got acceleration equals 2 meters per second squared. Time is in seconds, and there's 5 of them. And then we've also got speed. Right, so acceleration equals change in velocity divided by time taken to change. Right, substituting our numbers. Acceleration is 2. Change in velocity, we're just going to work out the kind of velocity for this acceleration to start off with, right, because we haven't got both of the numbers. So we're going to work out our velocity divided by the time taken to change is 5. Because it's divide on this side, it becomes times on the other, so 5 times 2 equals 10. So the velocity, based on an acceleration of 2 meters per second squared and 5 seconds, is 10 meters per second. Calculate the final speed. So it started at 23 meters per second, and it increased by 10. So the final one will be 33 meters per second. A football of mass 800 grams is kicked with a force of 1.84 newtons. So we've got mass of 800 grams. We've got a force of 1.84 newtons. Calculate the acceleration. So we find our formula. Force equals mass times acceleration. We're trying to work out the acceleration. Check the units. 800 grams needs to be converted into kilograms, so that will be 0.8 kilograms. So the force is 1.84 equals 0.8 times by the acceleration. And because it's times on this side, it becomes divide. So it's 1.84 divided by 0.8 equals the acceleration, which is 2.3 meters per second squared. Ooh, double one. Okay, a sound wave has a frequency of 350 hertz. I might have to write this a bit closer. Frequency of 350 hertz. And it has a wavelength of 2 meters. Calculate the speed. Okay, so I'm just going to do this kind of number one first. So we've got frequency, wavelength, and speed. So wave speed equals frequency times wavelength. So wave speed, frequency is 350, multiplied by wavelength, which is 2, that makes 700 meters per second. So for this first question up here, 700 meters per second. Calculate the wavelength of another, so this time I'm calculating the wavelength of another wave travelling at the same speed. So speed, my second one is 700 meters per second because it says it's the same speed with a frequency of 200 hertz. So wave speed, I'm using the same equation again, so I'm just going to write it. Wave speed equals frequency times wavelength. So wave speed, I've got that, 700. Frequency is 200 times by wavelength. So because it's times on that side, it becomes divide on the other. So 700 divided by 200 equals 3.5 meters. Right. Again, it's the path. Right. Follow the routes each time. Right. And just try and work out based on the units. Right. Based on the words that are in the question. Work out which equation you use and then substitute.